All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday and happy New Year's Eve. We're wrapping up 2024 with beautiful weather. We have clear skies and very seasonal temperatures. We dropped into the 40s and the 30s this morning here in the San Antonio area, especially in the hill country. And now we're setting up a beautiful next several days as we cruise into the new year of 2025. Just want to make sure audio is working A-OK before we get started. Sounds perfect. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. We're talking all things weather. We're talking about awesome weather through the next several days, small rain chances, and then most importantly, if you've been on social media, you've probably seen the possibility and likelihood of cold Arctic air spilling south by next week, and we'll dive deep into detail on that and again answer any of your questions on this Tuesday, on this last day of 2024. There's a live look outside. We have blue skies, not a cloud in sight, high pressure in full control. And here is your New Year's Eve forecast. If you're celebrating with any friends, family tonight, skies will be clear. Winds will be light, 5 to 10 at best. Today they'll be breezy, which will create an elevated fire weather threat. So avoid any type of burning outside just because of the dry air, low humidity. That's all a good combination for fire weather. Embers and sparks that jump from spot to spot will be favorable and likely in this kind of atmosphere. So just be very careful if you're doing any outside burning. If you're not, no worries. But this evening, it will be clear. And if you are popping fireworks, be careful. There is drought in place. We have extreme drought across Bexar County, Bandera County, Kendall County, and parts of the hill country. Lack of rainfall this past year, which, by the way, we could probably do a story on, has been a big story. Extreme to exceptional drought has been the name of the game these last 6 months. We've seen some good rain here and there, but overall, we're wrapping up 2024 with below average rainfall. We should be at 32. I don't think we're anywhere near that. We're probably right around 23, 24, 25 inches of rain for the year in San Antonio. But anyway, yeah, tonight's forecast, we stay clear, great, and partly cloudy, if not mostly clear for tonight. David, you're asking about January 8th, snow possible. A couple of days ago, David, some of the models, like the European model, was suggesting some wintry precip around January 7th, January 8th, but now a lot of the models are backing off on that chance. So I don't think so. Don't think that's going to be likely. But remember, January is the coldest month of the year. Between mid to late January is the coldest time of year. So a lot can happen. We do know it's going to get cold, but in regarding precip, wintry mix, things like that, it's still too far out to say exactly. We don't usually start specifying hour by hour rain until 2 to 3 days out on our higher resolution models. But right now, wintry precip is not looking likely with this next Arctic blast. It's more about the temperatures and less about the precip. So we'll keep you posted as we get more forecast data in, David, here on KENS 5. 64 at the airport, 66 at Stinson. It's a nice and cool day out there, and you can see we have a northeast breeze, a little gusty at times, but overall just pleasant. We have a few 70-degree readings already down I-35, Pearsall, Carrizo Springs, and Cotulla at 70. And here's radar. You can see a couple of clouds. We'll zoom out and show you the Midwest. That's where the more active weather is at this time of day. Matter of fact, anywhere from Chicago to Toronto, parts of the Northeast, and even a couple of severe warnings towards West Virginia. You can kind of see near Charleston and north of, let's say, Tennessee and parts of the Carolinas. That's where the weather is a little active. There are, 1 or 2 warnings out there, but otherwise, more of the winter weather is displaced towards Wisconsin, parts of Michigan, and Illinois and Indiana. You can actually see the spinning rotation, right, of this large weather system as it ejects and moves farther east. So if you're traveling anywhere from Ohio to Boston today, tonight, tomorrow morning, this is where this weather system will continue to move eastward. Meantime, here in Texas, we are dry. Cloud cover is either south or north of San Antonio, so we stay pretty quiet in our weather for today. Before we get going, let me show you this right here. Wishing all safe on New Year's Eve 2025. Yeah, absolutely, Dolores. Hoping great things are to come for 2025 in the new year. Sonia, having a happy new year, you and your family. Thank you so much. You and yours as well, Sonia. Be safe out there tonight. You know, it's a weeknight, so I imagine a lot of folks will either just be staying in their neighborhood, staying in their house, or just out in their neighborhood outside. But if you are going anywhere, if you're driving anywhere, be safe, be careful. You know, tonight, tomorrow morning is a popular time for folks to really party and, you know, have a good time. And, you know, the roads will be a little difficult. You know, just be careful driving out on I-35, 1604, 410. Just be very, very mindful if you are driving out around the area late tonight, just because a lot of folks are going to be out there this evening. Weather-wise, you can see through the afternoon hours, we stay pretty seasonal. Mid to lower 60s this afternoon. Very, very awesome weather. Fast forwarding to, we're looking at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, mid to lower 40s to some 30s in the hill country. So not a freeze. That's going to be well towards next week. And as a matter of fact, a lot of folks are asking about this. So Arctic air, when is it going to arrive? Well, we're thinking sometime around January 7th, January 8th, after the January 5th timeframe. At the very least, just colder than average air. That means daytime highs in the 40s and 50s and lows in the 20s and 30s. Now, that's not extremely Arctic air, right? We've seen colder than that. But again, we're several days out. This is about a week away. And we'll show you on the 14-day what that looks like. But between now and Saturday, temperatures seasonal, if not near 70 by the end of this weekend. Saturday and Sunday will be right around 70, if not beautiful weather. I mean, just outdoor plans going off without a hitch, clear skies, maybe a small chance of rain Saturday, but next 5 to 6 to 7 days quiet. It's not until this time next week, next Tuesday, next Wednesday, when things start to get a little active. Now, let me show you what our models are saying. So this is just one of many. We'll fast forward through time. And this is the weekend, highs in the upper 60s, lower 70s. So if you have plans this weekend, perfect weather, a little warm, but overall not bad. 70s in the afternoons is awesome in my opinion. Now by Sunday night into Monday morning, so that's next week, next Monday, cold air starts to move farther south, pushes through Oklahoma, parts of the Panhandle. And then by about Monday morning, this first wave of cold air moves in. And then by, let's say, Monday morning, again, this is a forecast model. Things may change, timing may change, everything may change. So as we get higher resolution data in later this week, we'll have better concrete numbers and data. But we're thinking sometime Monday into Tuesday, this first initial bursts of air moves in. Highs will stay in the 50s Monday. And that'll only be the beginning as cold air continues to move in. Lows bottom out probably in the lower 30s, upper 20s. And then by Tuesday afternoon, we stay in the 40s. So it's a lot colder than average. Matter of fact, you can see it on the 14-day. We have weather impact alerts from Ann. Is it going to snow? Doesn't look like it. You know, a couple of our models were saying a couple days ago that there was a chance for wintry precip, maybe a snow flurry, but now it's looking less likely as we get higher resolution data. And I'm going to say no for right now. But of course, as we get closer to this weekend, we'll have better forecast data in. Right now, only a 20% chance at some winter weather, you know, Wednesday and Thursday next week, as highs go from the 70s to the 40s and 30s. But right now, wintry precip like a sleet, maybe a snow flurry is looking less likely. It's more going to be a temperature Arctic front with less rain expected. So that's it for now. But again, check back in by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. We'll have better data coming into KINS 5. But yeah, those are the weather impact alerts. Tomorrow, the first day of 2025, 64 on January 2nd, 64 on Thursday. Small chance maybe at a morning shower. Same thing on Sunday, but really rain chance is looking low for the next 7. Temperatures near seasonal average tomorrow and Thursday. A little warmer Friday, Saturday, and Sunday as daytime highs climb into the upper 60s and 70s. By the first weekend of 2025. Going to be beautiful. Perfect weather. I mean, just a couple of clouds here and there between now and this weekend. And then Monday, it cools down, 57. And then next Tuesday, this time next week, 46. Mornings freezing, 39 Wednesday, 46 Thursday. So a lot colder by the early part of next week. So, you know, if you have any things to get done this week, like buying tarps, doing things in prep of your plants, the vegetation, front yard, backyard plants, do it this week because Will likely hit freezing by this time next week. We don't have any freezing weather, freezing temperatures expected through the weekend, but next week things start to change a lot. More winter weather moves in, highs in the 30s and 40s, and mornings probably in the 20s and 30s around the area. And even colder probably in the hill country. So if you're watching from Kerrville, Mountain Home, Bernie, Fredericksburg, that's where we're expecting a lot colder weather in the forecast. As a matter of fact, download the KENS 5 app for more updates. We have our local Mets, me, Bill, Paul, Roxy, Jeremy Baker, all providing daily updates on not just winter weather, but severe weather, tropical weather. Obviously, it's almost January, so the main headline will be winter weather. But download the KENS 5 app. It is free in the App Store. We have notifications, push alerts, our weather impact alerts for any incoming weather in the forecast. And we have some colder weather on the way. But meantime, it is nice, mild, and seasonal through Friday. And then this weekend, a little warmer, 70s by Sunday, with some colder weather on the way for next week. So an Arctic blast is on the way. Right now, wintry weather, wintry precip, I should say. A possibility at a snow flurry or a sleet. It's not looking likely. Not looking likely. Some of the models days ago were suggesting that, but right now we're keeping rain chances low, and the temperatures are more of the story. 30s and 40s for daytime highs. Of course, as we get more data in by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, we'll adjust those temperatures. Some models say colder than that, and some models say warmer than that. Some say near 50, some say near 35 to 36. So we're going to continue to update as we get more data in, and you can see that on our KENS 5 app, so download that today. It is free in the App Store. Enjoy 70s today, 70 to 71, 63 tomorrow, 64 Thursday. Be careful this evening, guys. If you're going to Hemisphere Park, if you're going anywhere in downtown San Antonio, be very careful. Drive safely. A lot of folks are going to be out on the road. And just want to be safe, be very safe. Tomorrow, 63, 64 Thursday, and then near 70 by this weekend. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Enjoy the weather. A little breezy, and we'll see you next time. Tune in to KENS 5 News at noon in about 25 minutes for the latest, another update on weather, local news, sports, everything you need to know around San Antonio. Have a great Tuesday, New Year's Eve, and enjoy the last couple hours of 2024. 2025 is just in the forecast.